disgruntledduck.com.
Welcome again, guys. Another review video. Thank you for joining me once again. Hopefully I'm going to give you a nice little guide or showing of what you get in the box with this Flakpanzer Gepard, and it might tempt you into buying one because I think this is going to be quite a nice little kit. It's West German anti-aircraft tank, so we know that it's Cold War era. So let's jump into the box. Right, straight off we have rubber tracks. Quite nice, fair bit of detail. Could do with a small bit of cleaning up, but yeah, overall they don't look too bad. Now, this is a really interesting one. I've seen quite a few people build this, and it's definitely one that I've in recent times been quite keen on picking up myself. So, bottom of the hull, the suspension is already in place, so straight away we know it's not going to be too taxing to build. Our wheels should be nice and level. So there's the bottom of the hull. Top of the hull, interesting pattern, that's going to look wicked when we rubber wash into that. Quite a bit of detail on here, lines are nice and deep, they're going to hold a nice pin wash. Our rivets look good, everything about that looks pretty nice. It's a fair sized little tank. So here's the first part of our turret. I'll give you a close up actually on the top of the hull, that's what you're here for. So the top of our turret is going to be a huge thing, it's going to be very different as well. Very unique vehicle. It looks quite sci-fi in some respects. One of the things I'm just going to go through real quickly, the instructions, because there was one real reason that I really like the idea of this. So you see what I mean? It looks so sci-fi, this tank. So it's a Tamiya kit, nice and easy. The colours are a little bit different here. They're not giving us the exact reference to their paints, they're just telling us what colour they're going to use. Again, it tells us here as we go along building what colours to use. They haven't given us the X and XF codes, which is pretty strange for a Tamiya kit. I'm not sure when this is from. It's probably a tooling from the 70s. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen that. That's the first time I've noticed it anyway. So this is the thing that interests me. So I've got this little radar gimmick on the back, but you can you paint the inside and the outside, but you clip it on and it can open and close while it's on the vehicle. I thought that was really cool. It's not the most amazing thing, because I know tons of kits nowadays have that sort of feature built in, but on one of these older kits you don't see that a ton, and that just that just really intrigued me. It's going to be a plain olive drab paint. It looks like we've got two different number plates we can use. Apart from that, it's going to be quite a simple little build, or quite a simple little paint scheme. So, onto our sprues. So you can see this is our little radar gimmick here. This is going to be a pain in the arse for sure. I was kind of hoping that a lot of these parts were going to be individual, but of course on a kit this old and this reasonable, that's not the case. So we're going to have to do some fine detail painting to get that looking even half decent. So that's going to be the most challenging part that I can think of on the kit. Apart from that, typical Tamiya kit. I don't see much flash. I see a little bit of flash. Yeah, there's some flash here. Everything else seems to be quite nice. Nice and clean. It's going to be easy to put together. That saves us some problems. So there's a little zoom in on that. That first sprue, which is sprue C. So, right, then we've got, these are the parts of our gun. Again, quite delicate. This is the only place I can see where we might have some difficulties. But nicely moulded. Again, I can see virtually no flash at all in any of those parts. This is the D sprue of the set. Everything's nice and clean, nice ridges, so everything's gonna come up quite well. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I say that, and then it all goes completely pear shaped. So our final sprue of the main tank, and we've got our decals. We've got a little piece of mesh. Doesn't feel to be plastic, feels to be metal. So that's quite nice. Nice little piece of. Hopefully it's cut to size, so we can just slot that in. That's probably going to be on our engine cover or something like that. So there's our final sprue. Again, a lot of detail, especially on the skirt. There's quite a bit of detail. So there's at least one place we know we're going to pick up a nice bit of weathering and make those little bits pop out for us. Mud flaps again, highly detailed. Yeah, everything about this. And considering this is a vehicle I've never seen before, this is actually really nice. So if we just give you a little look, especially if you look at those side skirts. Now again, at the minute, all I'm doing is these cheap Tamiya kits, just really to improve my skill level. And this guy's coming in less than £20. So I think it was about £17. And what do you get for £17 these days? You can't even get a burger most places. So yeah, this is going to give me a good few hours, and it will keep me out the missus way as well, which never hurts, of course. Alright, final sprue, some polycaps. That's going to keep our wheels on. And finally our wheels. And we've got a little tank guy. Now that guy is covered in flash all down the sides. But that's about the only thing so far that I've got issue with. Wheels look nice. Wheel nuts are sticking out quite nicely. They're going to pick up nicely. Everything on there looks pretty clean. There's a tiny little bit of cleaning we need to do on these sprockets. But apart from that, I'll give you that final little look. That's a pretty fantastic kit. So that has been the West German 1/35th scale Flakpanzer Gepard. Thanks for joining me for this one. Hopefully the video is going to be of some use to you. Come and join me on the channel. There's always stuff going on. Reviewing tons at the moment. I'm actually slowly building them as well, and eventually there's going to be some build videos of all of these guys and the finished models, of course. So yeah, happy modelling. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment.